Jeff Fennick just exchanging a quick handshake. Venezuelan flag, of course, for Ernesto Espana, and the Australian flag for our boy. Although our boy was born in England, came to Australia at the age of 5, but he's as much an Australian as anybody. And of course, that huge trophy in centre wing. I don't think I've ever seen a boxing trophy as big as that, Jeff Fennick.
It's a triple decker there. It's certainly
fried to me, mate. It looks like a wedding cake.
Certainly about 4 feet tall.
Okay.
We have a non-scoring referee for this contest.
We'll go to the master ceremonies now. Howard Lee.
Thank you, Ron. We're going to now introduce the two countries' national anthems. We'd ask you to be upstanding for the America's national anthem.
This is a good one because I didn't know Venezuela had been taken over by the United States.
We do now, Ron.
I wonder how Espana feels about this.
Now the Australian national anthem sung by Mr. Bryan Young.
Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are young and free. With golden soil and wealth for toil, our home is good by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains then let us sing, advance Australia fair. Thank you, Howard. God bless you all. Hello, Sydney.
And I might know a word of an apology there. It could well be that Ernesto Espana has become a citizen of the United States.
On the way, Victorian champion Wilfred Jensen. Wilfred Jensen, please step in and take a bow.
Well, here's that fighter that looked so good on the last Sky Channel boxing night, Jeff. Wolfert Jensen, and I think you're as keen about him as I am.
Yeah, I'm very keen about Wolfert's chance of winning a world title. He's just a little disappointment. What Howard's just talking about is he was going to fight Tony Jones for that second WBA title, and Tony Jones pulled out.
Good
Whole
fighter.
heap of talent there.
Yeah, heap of talent.
Introducing one of our favourite boxing sons, former world featherweight champion, John Famechon.
A lot of talent getting in the ring now too, Ron. Great fighter.
Doesn't he look well?
Sure does.
I'm glad the folks are seeing him on Sky Channel, because I'd say Johnny is just about back to his old fighting weight of 17 years ago.
He's running marathons and all, Ron.
Ringside judges for this contest, all World Championship judges. Cliff Heaver, Gus Mercurio. Bryan Membrey has yet to judge a world title contest. Your referee, a man who's handled IBF World Championship bouts, John Wheeler.
Very good referee, John Wheeler. A lot of respect for John.
David Membrey.
Thank you, Howard Lee. Now we're waiting for the action as Johnny Wheeler, one of the great featherweights that Victoria has produced, waits to call the fighters to centre ring. I think that the second of Ernesto Espana is just finishing up with the gloves, and that is Lester Ellis that you've got on the screen right now. Keith Ellis and Superstar Promotions, the management taking care of Lester Ellis, the former junior lightweight champion of the world.
Good to see our referee in a pair of Reeboks, Ron.
Yes. And of course, Jeff Fennick, as you've noticed at ringside here tonight, is completely decked out by Reebok. Reebok top to toe with Jeff Fennick here at ringside Melbourne Town Hall. I'm fascinated with the opening round of this fight. Let's see, here we go.
I understand he's just arrived at Melbourne Town Hall, former world heavyweight champion, Lionel Rose.
They've certainly produced some good fighters down here in Melbourne, Ron.
Yes. Great era.
Yeah, there's Lionel now on screen.
Here's Lionel getting up into the ring, and, well... I was talking to Ray Mitchell about Lionel Rose, and he reckons he's one of the best balanced and one of the greatest fighters that, well, we've ever produced. And there's Lionel. He's a little bit overweight, but what does that matter? He's a great champion.
Yeah, he sure was, Ron. A little bit overweight now, but I'd still hate to be behind one of his lefts or rights.
Ladies and gentlemen, our main event, promoted by Bill Morty Cosida, introducing in the red corner, from Caracas, Venezuela, one of the most decorated American boxers to come to Australia in the last decade. Former WABA lightweight champion, 44 contests, 31 knockouts, with George Torres in the corner. After a battle of the scales, coming in at 9 stone, 9 pounds, Ernesto Espana.
And the stairs on, Ron.
With Dave Hedgecock in the corner. 2 setbacks in 23 professional contests. Tonight scaling 9 stone 8 1/4 pounds. The Master Blaster, Lester Ellis.
Respect it. You're both professional fighters. I want a good fight. I want you to obey my instructions at all times. The medical man is over the corner there if you want to, at any time want to call him. So, a good, clean fight. Shake hands now and shake hands in the last round.
Johnny Wheeler, referee, and here's the opening bell, all drama at the Melbourne Town Hall. You're watching Sky Channel.
He's got very, very long arms and a very funny shaped body, this fella, but there must be something behind their arms. 14 first round KOs. Here they go. Very cagey look in his eyes. That's fun. Long jab.
Inch away from the target, Jeff.
Yeah, he threw a real big left hook, yeah. This fella's very long, just getting the jab going. I think that should be his fight, to try and work off the jab. Just them little flicking jabs. And we get to see his right hand, but if he can get his jab going, his left hand will come out, his right hand will come into play, Ron.
Very intense. Those eyes, they're staring right through Lester Ellis all the time.
Yeah, he's certainly got his mind on the job. He had a chance to throw his right hand on it, and he didn't. He thought he'd miss, so this fella's going to throw
very
punches.
Cool.
Yeah, he's only going to throw punches when he thinks he can hit him. And his jab's getting through very, very well.
There is a 10-year difference between the two. Lester Ellis, 22, still a baby, really. And here we have the experienced former champion, Espana, at 32. And Espana's fighting like an old pro. That's right. Getting settled. Nice opening round. Not getting himself into any trouble at all, and now coming over with the right hands. That's the first one.
Yeah, left foot to the body, right hands. Right. Bit of a low blow there by Espana.
And a good left hand from Lester Ellis.
They're calling Lester Ellis to cool down and relax. They thought he might lose a bit of his temper after he got hit there. It was a left rip right hand.
Well, there's the opening round, and I don't know what they're booing about. I don't know what they're booing about, but it was a great opening round to me. I thought it had a lot going for it, Jeff.
Yeah, it was some very, very clever boxing by both boxers. The jab of Espana was very, very good. It's just starting to find its mark. And Lester knows now that he's got to get in there and work hard.
Here's the replay. Now, there's the right hand that caught Ellis, and it did shake him up a bit too.
Yeah, it was a beautiful left to the body and a right hand over the top. And he's very, very long, Rod, so he got Lester from the distance.
And we just had an eye-opener here. We were watching in the corner, and they've got the legs of Lester Ellis up. And, well, everyone had a good old look at what was going on. And now we're back in the other corner with Ernesto, Espana. And there's going to be drama in this fight, I can guarantee it. There's electricity in the air right here at Melbourne Town Hall. I think Lester might lose his block here, Jeff. I'm a bit worried about him.
Well,
Might lose his cool.
We're trying to tell Lester to relax and just, calm down, but very hard against such a cagey fighter as this Ernesto Espana. There's that jab again. It just keeps poking him. First with the jab. Lester's got a jab first. Take that jab off.
Don't set yourself, mate. Just let it happen. Come on. Excellent.
Punch up. Hey, punch it. Right,
I think that left hook might have shook Espana up no end.
Yeah, it was a very good punch. It hit the mark.
What's your head? Right. And what's your head?
Don't try too hard.
They're not happy with each other. Both think they're hitting behind the ear. Rabbit killers.
Espana wasn't very happy getting punched behind the head.
What's your head, Sam?
This might turn into a real rumble, Ron. That's what the crowd
Well,
likes.
that will suit Ellis if it does.
Move the hand.
And there was a right hand, and I didn't like it. It was more of a clubbing right hand than a clean right
chopped
hand.
it downwards.
Yeah.
Righto, break it up again if you're not going to punch up.
Now we're seeing Espana becoming just a little flurried.
Like you said, I think he got a little bit dirty on a few of those rabbit killers, and he wants to give Lester a lot back.
Righto, break up, boys, break. And watch your shoulders.
Also, I
and
see a
head.
tentativeness in his work that was not there earlier. He seems that the look's gone out of his eyes, as though suddenly he realised that Lester Ellis, well, might be a very, very big handful tonight.
Yeah, maybe that left hook.
Yes, a little bit of a, what do they call it? Respect.
Yeah,
Our
sure.
Italian friends call it respect.
Relax, Lester. Load up. Come on, relax.
There's the corner, Lester Ellis's corner. You can hear it above the crowd even. Relax, Lester, relax. That's the corner all the time.
Punch up in there, punch up.
He's got to keep busy, Lester, not let Ernesto work that jab.
Righto, break again. Watch your head.
Playing about the butt.
Yes.
Right hand, Lester. That's it.
Oh, big left hand again. Another big left hand. There it is, the end of round 2. And Jeff Pennick, I think that would be Lester Ellis's round, wouldn't it?
Yeah, very close round. Like Ernesto was working off a good jab early, and he's pretty busy looking at the Sheila walking past him too.
Okay, here we go with the replay, and there's that big left hook. I was surprised that a fighter who's a former world champion like Espana, has been a pro for more than 10, 12 years, the way that these little infringements, this niggling, good night, darling, the little infringements that Lester Ellis was putting into the fight, that he could get to Espana the way it did. That surprised me. I thought he'd be a bit cooler.
Yeah, already complained to the referee about their head. You know, most fighters just have to overcome that themselves. And,
Yeah, they say, I'll fix it my own way.
That's right.
Right, there we are, the corner of Lester Ellis, and they're doing everything they can to make him nice and relaxed. Opening round about even. The second round might have just been Lester Ellis, but there's nothing in this fight. The drama is still unfolding at the Melbourne Town Hall. Opening round about even. The second round might have just been Lester Ellis, but there's nothing in this fight. The drama is still unfolding at the Melbourne Town Hall.
High, Lester. Come on, hands high. That's it. Relax. That's it. That's it. You haven't even started. Come on. That's it, Lester. Come on. No, close, mate. Close. Relax, relax. Good. Now around the side. Around the side. Throw the leg. On the elbow. Come on.
Hey, Lester Ellis's corner and referee Johnny Wheeler not at all happy about that left elbow of Espana coming up.
The head.
Well, like you said, I think it works both ways. And, early in the second round, Lester threw a few little short elbows himself.
Punch up in it. Break. Break it clean first. Break it up. What's that?
Now, Lester, turn off again, Lester. Down again. Don't push against him, Lester. Turn around. Throw the right leg around. Hands up.
Ellis's corner is telling him not to push in the clinches, just throw the right leg around and wait for the referee to break them. He doesn't. Lester's corner doesn't want him pushing and bullocking with Espana.
Yeah, Lester's got a great knack of being able to pivot off his left foot onto his right, throw a beautiful rip, and I think that's what they're looking for.
We're into the second half of the third round of this main event, coming to you Sky Channel all over Australia via satellite. Tempted left hook from Lester Ellis. Quickly tied up by Espana.
Watch that, Lester. Right in under the chin, mate.
Watch those heads. Watch front. Break.
Hands up, Lester. That's it. Go now, mate. Come on. Right leg
Punch
across
up.
now, Lester.
Punch
Right
up.
leg
Punch
across.
up. Punch up.
He's hanging onto his arm.
Righto, break it up.
Johnny Wheeler, referee Ernie's. Nice punches by Lester Ellis.
Yeah, good left and right.
Turn off to the side now. Come on now.
There's the bell to end round 3.
That round would definitely go to Lester, Ron.
Yes.
I thought he won that 10-9.
Well, I think he's done it, Jeff Fennick. I think Lester Ellis has got Espana fighting the sort of fight he wants him to fight. Although Espana's hanging on and tying him up whenever they get into those clinches, nevertheless, the fight is getting into a pattern that really suits Lester Ellis.
Yeah, Lester has got him fighting the fight he wants. The little niggly tactics that he used earlier are all falling into place now, and he's starting to bring Ernesto onto a few punches.
Well, we've had our moment of entertainment. We've been told that we're coming up to round 4. Lester Ellis, deadly intent in his corner there. I think we've got over the crucial opening stages, and now this is going to settle down into a nice old Donnybrook. And the Jorg Torres, the trainer and manager Ernesto Espana, has pointed to Johnny Wheeler saying he doesn't like the rabbit killers and he wants them stopped. So there's an official protest that you can have him running.
That's it, Lester. That's it. More or less. Not those heads. Hang on. That's it. Slow him in. Turn off now. Round right next to him. Come on. Watch those heads.
Very vocal in the corner of Lester Ellis tonight, Ron. Lester was holding just as much as Ernesto did, Ron.
Yes.
That's it. That's it, Lester. Come on. That's it.
If they keep going like that, it won't go the distance.
Yeah, both threw some big ones dead.
Break clean. Watch your head. Lester. Break the body.
Johnny Wheeler telling two fighters all the time, watch your head, watch your head. And rabbit killers are becoming the order of the day. Round the back of the neck, Lester Ellis gets a caution.
Side movement. Take your time, buddy.
He's as strong as a bull tonight, Lester Ellis.
Right.
Yeah, he's looking very good with that extra 4 pounds.
Right. Outline in.
We're in round 4, Melbourne Town Hall. Lester Ellis, Mr. Espana, Venezuelan born, American citizen.
Beautiful. No, that's it. Turn now. Change side. Look, he's hanging on you. That's it, Lester. Right hand of the body, Lester. Right hand of the body.
There's a nice right hand over the top of that left sleeve.
Yeah, he's
Just a little back on the ear. It wasn't quite on target, but it was good enough.
yeah, he's just starting to pick his punches now, Lester.
A minute of the 4th round to go.
We're just about to say, I feel like he's got to keep busy, keep this bloke going back.
That's it. Turn up to the side. Just know where you are. Don't stand in front of him. This side, left. This side. Left side. Come back and break.
Good little left uppercut there by Espana.
Ellis was coming in and he walked right into it.
Very cagey.
Both fighters try to keep their punches.
Don't stand in.
That's good punching.
It is good punching. They're the best combinations that Espana has thrown yet. Oh, what a great round. Round 4 here at the Melbourne Town Hall. And I thought Espana came back very well after losing the previous 2 rounds.
Yeah, I think it was a very close round, Ron. I'd give it even. It was a very, very close round. But Espana picked his punches better in the round. He waited a little bit there, threw some nice left and right uppercuts, and Bryan Lester onto a lovely little left uppercut early in the round.
All right, let's have a look at some of the big punches in the fourth round.
That was the left rib, left hook, right uppercut. Good punch.
That were class. That is a class combination. Okay, we're back ready for the action. Johnny Wheeler ready to call them out. And John Wheeler, the referee, has done a great job tonight, and he's had his hands full because they've both been tying each other up when they can. And in one way or another, both corners are complaining, but that doesn't really worry the referee. Here we go for round 5 with mid-ringside, Jeff Fennick.
Very cool in the corner is Espana's trainer. Very cool. He's had a few words to say, just emphasise a few things, and I think that's a sign of a good trainer.
Yes, Fennick obviously talking all the time. Whoa, big right hand.
Oh, he's really loading up now. It's a time where Lester's got to be tidy and keep his hands up. Everything he does, he's got to do with a little bit of caution.
And he is inclined late in a fight to drop his guard.
Yeah. Oh, there's a left uppercut again. He tried to bring him on, it just missed. There it is again.
Back of the neck.
Oh, some beautiful punching by both fighters there.
I thought the right cross from Ellis was the best punch.
Yeah, it was. He shook the head back.
Good fight, Jeff. Good fight. I know they've been
very
holding a bit.
entertaining.
Halfway through the 5th round. Coming to you on Sky Channel.
Oh, good right hand. Another good right hand goes far. Oh, a lovely left wrist.
Espana seems to be right back in this fight, Jeff. And he's got that gaze going, and he really has it all together.
Definitely, Ron. He's just waiting now and trying to bring Lester on the punches there. Now, Lester hit him with a couple of good jabs, but he's come back with some good punches of his own. Those punches didn't get through.
Break, come on, break clean, watch your head. Come on, Lester, body.
10 seconds to go to end the 5th round.
Don't lean up against him, mate, off the side, little group.
It's been some very good clashes in this round. Some good combinations by both fighters. It was a good left and right by Lester.
What a great right hand to end the round, Lester Ellis. And I thought Espana had another good round, Jeff.
Yeah, it was another very close round there. You know what? Maybe even say another even round.
All right, here's the replay coming up. And Espana is the 32-year-old ex-world champion, just took a big right hand on the chin from Lester Ellis, and that was at the end of the round. But the good work by Espana, the point scoring came in the middle stages of the round. Jeff and I are having a slight disagreement here. I'll bow to a world champion, I always do. We're in Espana's corner, but Jeff has had the oops, that was an eye-opener too. And Jeff has had the last 2 rounds even. I've narrowly given them to Espana, and he's looking at me very perplexed.
Well, I won't complain with you. It was a very, very close round. Now he has come back into the fight.
All right, we're coming into the last 5 rounds of the fight. We're at exactly the midway stage, and let's see the 32-year-old from Venezuela against the 22-year-old Australian. Let's see if age and experience takes him through the last half of the fight.
Well, let's see if that trip to the sauna takes its toll.
Yes, Jeff, that's going to be a factor, isn't it?
I think so. think it's mainly on fighters' minds, Ron. It's in the mind. You know, if his mind can overcome before a fight, he'll be okay.
Move off, Les. Come on, take your time. Don't let him get set.
Because all a man's got to do after getting it out of him in the sauna is to go back and have a couple of glasses of water. He's back to where he was 2 hours before.
Yeah, you certainly feel a lot better after
But
a
it's
couple of hours.
psychological. Whoa, it's a big action.
Lovely left hook by Lester Ellis. Hit him right in the temple.
Follow it around this way, mate. Follow it around. Right up. That's it. More left hand. Don't try to push him back. That right hand. Try to set it. Try. Look at that. Pin out. Do your own thing. That's it. Get your own pace. Body punch up, come on. Punch up. Keep punching. All right, break. Break. Punch or break. That's it. Try to start with it. Right hand loose. Straight off. Left foot up. Beautiful.
Old Espana has stopped the jab now, Ron. He just seems to be waiting a little bit too long. But he senses that he hurt Lester just then. I'm quite sure of that.
Turn off now. Don't lean up again. Come on. Jab as you go back. Come on. Bring it out.
As Espana has stopped finessing, all he wants to do is to punch it out.
Here he's stopped that long jab.
What do you think that'll be, Jeff? Tiredness, or he thinks that he's got Lester in trouble?
Well, I think he'll be respect also, Ron. I think that he thinks Lester can punch, so he doesn't want to fall short with the jab, so Lester can come over with the right hand or anything like that. So, you know, he's kind of now just waiting and trying to bring Lester into some punches also.
We've got about 45 seconds in this round left.
6 to 1 for Venezolanos. 6 to 1.
Beautiful left hook by Ellis.
Both of them slashing away at the body.
Right. That's it. Left hook, left. Come on. Left hook, mate. Come on.
He's really putting some power into his left rip and left uppercut. Espana.
Both hands, mate. Come on, quiet.
Just about bell time for the end of round 6. Very, very hard fight. What a great fight we've got on our hands here at the Melbourne Town Hall, folks. A credit to Bill Morty and, of course, Costita down here at the Melbourne Town Hall. This fight has been brought to you. Jeff Fennick at ringside by Sky Channel. And, Jeff, how did you see that one?
Well, I'd give that round to Lester.
Okay, Lester Ellis, and this is why. Lester backing away. They're finessing around. There's going to be a big one soon.
Showing very good evasive skills, Lester Ellis, on this occasion. There's a good, beautiful left jab.
But that is a clubbing right hand again.
Yeah, Espana come over with a big clubbing right hand.
Okay, folks, there's the replay in round 6, and Lester Ellis took the round, according to Jeff Fennick. And, well, we've got a situation on our hands here after 6 rounds where there's 1 even, according to my book, 2 to Espana, and the other 3 to Lester Ellis. So it's anyone's fight, and it's very much a marginal judgment, I must say.
It's a very close fight.
Keep that, back the other way. Take your time, jab out as you move. That's it, lovely. That's it, mate. That's it. Just relax. Try to set, mate. Come on. Right hand lead, Les. Right hand lead when he comes in. Let him come in. Left grip up.
What a contrast.
That's it.
Big left hook by Lester Ellis. Another one.
Now step back. Don't stand there quiet. That's touching him there. Come on. Move away, Lester. Move away. Point, mate. Protect it. Move. That's it. Move. Same thing again. Later on. That's it.
What a contrast the 2 corners, as you pointed out earlier, Jeff Fennick. Dave Hedgecock is giving a blow-by-blow instruction to Lester Ellis, while Jules Torres over in the other corner for Espana, sitting there, looks a lot more like a Statue of Liberty than the fight second.
Yeah, it looks like one of the godfathers.
That's it. Hands high, Lester. Come on. He's going to bowl it in a minute. Right leg down.
Good jab by Ellis. Oh, this with a big right bomb then.
That's beautiful. Good left hook. Hands up. Keep moving off. Move around. Move around. Righto, break clean, boys. Break. Short, mate. Short, fast one. Short, fast one. That's back in there. Right hand straight up. Beautiful.
Good right hand. Got to get out of that corner.
Hey, there's a cut above Lester Ellis' left eye. It's above the eyebrow, but it is a cut.
Yeah, it don't look too healthy either, right?
That's beautiful. Now move up.
I'm sure that's going to spur Espana on.
Oh, yes. It's right over the end of the eyebrow. That is over the nose, heading towards the nose on the over the left eye. And it's not a good cut, I can tell you. It's a big one. It's opened up really wide.
Yeah, it is a big cut, Rod. Just hope that he's
But it's
caught
not
it.
in a position where they'd stop the fight, except if the flow of blood gets worse, much worse, and affects his vision.
Well, this experienced fella now from Venezuela's going to start putting that jab into it now.
That's right. I think you go back to the jab.
He'll start poking that jab into the eye.
Punch up, come on, punch up in there. All right, break up, come on, break it up, break. Come on.
Okay, there's the end of round 7, and we're broadcasting on Sky Channel from the Melbourne Town Hall. And the drama of that round was, of course, the cut eye. Clash of heads, Jeff, did you see anything, or was it just something that
Well,
sneak up on us? I didn't see a clash of heads especially.
no, I didn't. Rod, I think Espana scored a few little crisp right hands. I think the cut was done by a right hand.
We're in the corner now. They're working on that left eyebrow of Lester Ellis.
Greg, I'm on.
And I would say that that round went to...
Another
That's
close
the-
round.
Yeah, close one. I got you on the spot here,
Close,
Jeff.
right? If they, yeah,
Look at it.
there's the cut there. Oh, it's a very good shot of the cut there on the screen here.
It's unless there's a huge flow of blood obliterating the vision in the eye, it's not in a position where you'd stop the fight. It's more of a forehead cut than an eye cut, isn't it?
Yeah, with the eyebrow there, it's going to stop the flow of blood.
Okay. Okay, Jeff, who did you give the last one to? Even.
Give it to even.
Yeah. I'm letting you off the hook.
Thanks, Rod.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'll give it slightly to Ernesto Espana.
That's it. In and out. In and out, mate. Come on. Jab out as you go back. Watch it in post, come on.
We're in the 8th round of the Melbourne Town Hall, and you're watching this through Sky Channel satellite television.
Oh, beautiful left hook by Espana.
No watch. Only punch up in there. That's it. Beautiful. Back the other way now. Back the other way. Off to the left. That's it. That's it.
A lot of those big punches by Ellis had been taken on the glove.
Oh, let's relax. That's it. Punch up.
Not done.
Right, break it. Break it.
Bit of talking there.
Relax. Relax. That's beautiful. All right, break up. You're lowering in. Lowering up. Off to the left again, Les. That's it. Now off to the left. Off to the left. Come on, that's it. Good man. Right hand. Come on, break up, clean.
Good evasive skills by Lester Ellis.
Good stuff. Come on, jab out. Jab.
I think Espana's got to face some realities here, Jeff. We're getting towards the end of the 8th round. Whoa! What a big right hand. Getting towards the end of the 8th round. It's very close. He's only got 2 rounds after this, and if he's going to put his stamp on this fight, he's really got to come home strong in the last 2 rounds. Because otherwise, you know, the fight is in Australia, and I mean, Lester Ellis has hometown advantages.
Break.
Well, I don't think there should be any hometown advantages, Rob, but you are right. That's the way it usually does go. And the fight, so it would have to go Lester's way.
Right, so what we need from Espana is a big last 2 rounds, and he's got to start to pull those big ones out.
Very big round, we need.
And the ringside judges here tonight, as I told you, Johnny Wheeler's the referee, Gus Mercurio, Cliff Heaver, and Bryan Membrey are the judges. And the referee, Johnny Wheeler, doesn't have a vote. Oh.
Rapid punch for rapid punch there.
Espana finished on great at the end of the round, but Lester Ellis had his moments earlier.
Yeah,
a very difficult round to judge.
Yeah, Ronnie, I'll leave the judge to you tonight.
Okay, folks, we're coming to the last 2 rounds, and frankly, you know, I'm going to leave it to the judges too, because if you stick your neck out, if you stick your neck out on fights like this, you get it chopped off. Whoa! Look at this big right hand from Lester Ellis, and straight away he was tied up by his opponent, the former world champion, 32 years of age, Espana. So that was a great punch from Lester.
Yeah, the people out of the pubs and clubs have had some great action thanks to Bill Bordy, Cosceda and Classic Promotions and Sky Channel tonight.
Yes, it's been a great bill, and including even the quick knockout. I think everyone's been entertained in each bout. Now there's the eye, the cut. It hasn't really hampered Lester Ellis in the 8th round. We've only got 2 rounds to go, and as the visitor, Espana is in this with a chance. He's got to come home strong, and what we're looking for is 2 big final rounds. 2 rounds to go.
Yeah, I think his trainer knows that. I think he should know that by now, and maybe a knockout might be the order of the day for Espana.
Walk back, left, right hand over the top. Walk back, step back, left hand, all the time. Keep that left hand up when you do it. Beautiful, that's it. Look, he's hanging on to him again. Break it.
He's hanging on, but Lester's putting his arm behind his back.
Come on, break it up, watch your head.
Yeah, they're about to dead heat in the tying up department, aren't they?
They sure are.
Oh, what a left hook. If you're in the crowd tonight, Joe, been saying Espana's the old man at 32 years of age. I wouldn't like to have seen him or been around him 10 years ago, if he's an old man now.
That's for sure.
Even Johnny Wheeler.
Who's holding now? I think Lester's doing a little bit of holding.
Come on, let's break it up, break it up, break it up. Cross the front. That's it, good left foot. Break, clean. Watch your head. Come on, Lester. Double up your back. Break it up. Lester, you're falling in all the time. Come on, back off. That's it. Now throw the right leg behind you. Right. Right. Right to the body. Right to the body. Right in. Left, right to the body. Right to the body.
That is as good a right hand as Lester Ellis has thrown all night, Jeff.
It sure was.
$45 to go in the 9th round here at the Melbourne Town Hall.
Right. That's it, that's it.
Good lift rip by Espana.
All right, break it up, break it up. Come on, let's go. Come on. Rip the 3. That's it, beautiful. Right hand lead, that's it. Double up with that leg.
First time in the fight, Espana's trainer just called him up, said up, go up, go up, go up.
I noticed that, Jeff, for the first time he's made any signal at all in the whole fight.
Right.
Oh, nice lift uppercut.
Okay, folks, that's a bit.
Righto, folks, I'm going to put Ron on the spot. Ron, who did you give the round to?
I gave that round to Lester Ellis, to be honest.
Uh-huh.
But, boy, oh boy, what an interesting scorecard I've got. I don't know how the the official judges. The Australian Boxing Federation judges are seeing it, but here we go in the replay, and here's some of the action, Jeff.
This with that left hook. Oh, there was that beautiful right hand, Ron. That was the right hand you spoke about.
Slow motion, you don't really see the way it makes the fighter's face, the shock of the blow on the face. It makes the whole face go to jelly momentarily.
Yeah, it's unbelievable, Ron, to see what kind of pain a fighter can go through. And come back, because this fellow hasn't for 1 second tried to just sit there and do nothing.
This is a very close fight. I hope you've been scoring it at home, or should I say, in your hotels as you go shout for shout with the beers. They've got to shake hands for the final round. They're doing so now. Here we go. Last 3 minutes of this big international contest.
This fight tonight, Rob, might put Lester right back on the road, on the way to the top again.
Well, he certainly fought a class opponent. There's no doubt in the world it's been a top performance by Lester Ellis. And also, that's only been made possible because Ernesto Espana has been such a good fighter.
Yeah, that's right. There's a lovely right hand that he just got hit with by Espana.
Right.
Ellis, when you were sparring with him, Jeff, does he want to fight as a super lightweight, as a junior lightweight, I should say, or does he want to move up to the full lightweight division?
He wants to move up.
He wants to fight full lightweight.
Beautiful.
We're in the final round, folks, and this fight is going to be in the hands of the judges. The referee, Johnny Wheeler, doesn't have a vote. It's Gus Mercurio, Cliff Heaver, and Bryan Membrey who'll make the decision.
And it sure will be a close one, I think, Rob.
Well, we're coming into the home straight, as the race call would say. Look.
Come on, go for it. Go, come on. Go on, Chad. 2 hands. Both hands, Lester. Both hands. Beautiful. Back high, come on. That's it.
30 seconds to go.
It's been a very busy fight. There's been a lot of holding on, but every time they break, they really get stuck into it.
Just remind everybody, there's 3 judges. The referee doesn't have a vote, and it's a 10-must system. That says the winner of the round gets 10 points. The loser, a proportion thereof, could be 9, usually is, or 8, or if there's a knockdown, 7 or 6. So it's a 10-must system, and we're waiting for the judges now as we get into the last 15 seconds of this fight. Oh, there's the bell. The fight's all over, folks. And what a hard, and as usual, good sports, Jeff, good sports.
For sure, Ron. This is a very good sport. Like I said, 10 hard rounds, but now they're shaking hands together.
We're going to have a commercial break, and we'll be back for the decision.
John, I'll talk to you after. Any moment now, we'll have the decision, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it once again for Ernesto Espana and Lester Ellis. To win the contest in this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, Judge Gus Mercurio gives it 94 Espana, 97 Ellis. Judge Heaver gives it 94 Espana, 96 Ellis. The final card from Judge Bryan Membrey gives it 94 Espana, 99 Ellis. Unanimous, Lester Ellis.
Lester, on behalf of Sky Channel, congratulations. It was a hard fight. I don't think we have to say that.
Oh, thanks very much. He's very cagey, very smart to hit 2 or 3 punches, but he's come a long way. I hope he has a safe trip home. I'd like to thank Bill Morty for giving me the chance to fight on Skyline TV, and I was my first fight for 6 months, so maybe I was short of a gallop, but I'm going to keep training and get ready as soon as I possibly go again.
Well, I must say, down at the commentary position for Sky Channel, I was with Jeff Fennick all night, and Jeff was telling me he's been sparring with you, and he was with you all the way, and he said that a win tonight puts Lester Ellis right on the rails, right on the track again, and we wish you the very best, Lester, because it was a great fight.
Thanks very much. I'd like to thank Jeff for all the boxing. I'd like to thank my main sparring partner, Graham Book, Cos Cedar, Alphonse, all the boys, my trainer Dave, manager Keith, everybody. Graham, thanks, Sky. Thanks, everybody. Have a safe trip home. Thank you.
Good on you, Lester Ellis. And, ladies and gentlemen, also a big round of applause for Mr. Espana. Great fight, Ernesto. Congratulations. What did you think of our Australian boy, Ernesto?
Thank you very much.
What did you think of your opponent tonight?
Bueno, el muchacho es buen peleador, tiene una experiencia más porque en realidad me le puse difícil porque no era por mis condiciones y hoy me quité 4 libras.
Yes.
He said that he's very smart fighter. He got a good future. It was very hard to fight him because it's not easy fighter. His combination, his speed makes him very tough to fight.
And I thank you, George Torres, and I thank you, Mr. Esther. Okay, folks, that's it from Sky Channel tonight, and I thank you for being with us. Until next time, with Bill Morty's Classic Fight of the Month, I thank you. Good night.